Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sonic Origins. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Well, that's one way to start a video, I guess. Um, for me, this is the first time in a minute that I've played anything or recorded anything for YouTube because well, if you didn't know, I've been away for a little bit. Been moving houses, so it's a very not a very good time to be recording videos when you're moving houses, so, you know. Also, shit. Shit, okay, yeah, I can definitely do that if I were not to be fucked. Okay, well, I disagree with that. I should not have died there because I should have made that the first time. Ooh, cool. What was I gonna say earlier before I got caught up in Metallic Madness bullshit? Yeah, I definitely appreciate the love that some of you guys have been showing towards the Sonic Origins playthrough. It really does mean a lot because that tells me that there are people actually watching my videos and out there, not just, you know. Whew, made it. Okay, shield. I guess I'll go and get some more rings. Shoot. Alright. What? Okay, I mean, come on, game. I mean, you could have been nicer to me there, but, how's everything going recording-wise? It's recording. That's really all that matters. Anyways, yeah. The end to Sonic CD before we move on to, Sonic 2. I really like the final boss thing for Sonic CD. It's kind of grandiose. You know, despite it being like the most anticlimactic fight in a Sonic game to date, it's very the music is at least nice, you know. I've yet to really find it. Well, Sonic and the Secret Rings is an exception to the name a Sonic game, any Sonic game with good music. Oddly enough, this also just gives me like vibes of the Super Mario World final boss as far as the music goes. Like, it sounds a lot like the Bowser fight music. Everything looks good on camera, which is always good. Hopefully everything is loud enough and it's not, too quiet on your guys' end. This music gives... Oh, Dreamcast logo. But, yeah, this music gives me... This ending cutscene here gives me vibes of the, of the final cutscene in Sonic Adventure 2. You know, the I Miss My Wife tail scene? Yeah, that's what this reminds me of. Or at least doing the cutscene music, that's what it reminds me of. I'm gonna turn this down a bit more. I'll turn it up. Oh. Yeah. I'll turn it back up to where it was when we start the Sonic 2 stuff. But, yeah, the thing about the classic Sonic games that I know that people aren't gonna like to hear, but, I mean, fuck it, it's my opinion, whatever, but, Sonic CD might be the best classic Sonic game, and Sonic 3 might be the worst. If we're looking only at the classic mainline games, Sonic 1, 2, CD, and 3, and Knuckles, regardless of how you look at Sonic 3, it's two separate games or one full game, split up across two cartridges. It's, in my opinion, the worst of the classic quadrilogy. And the reason I say that is entirely due to the levels. When it comes to, whenever it comes to, like, the classic Sonic games and the levels, in reality, if I took all the zones in Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles that I like, and made a Sonic game with them, it would just be like 6 or 7 zones. It'd be a fairly short game. Because the majority of Sonic 3's levels, I feel, are just kind of either wasted opportunity in the case of Hidden Palace and Sky Sanctuary, because those could have been, oh, William, yes. Anyways, but yeah, those levels were wasted potential, and they could have been more. Hidden Palace is just a boss fight. Sky Sanctuary is a single act, which would have been way better as 2 acts. Yeah, I'm too cool. Suck it, Obama. But, yeah, I just, the majority of the levels in Sonic 3 I just don't like, and I'll point this out more when we do get to Sonic 3. And, I should probably turn it up again. About there should work. But the, I fucking love classic Amy. She's so... Yeah, see you next time. Anyways, what was it? What was I saying? Yeah, and, then, like, in all of Sonic CD, the only level I don't like is the Wacky Workbench levels. And, as far as Sonic 1, 2, and CD, all of their levels are just way better. When I sit down and think about it, I can't really say there's any level I just strictly hate in Sonic 1 or 2. Like, I used to be able to say, oh yeah, I can't stand Scrap Brain and Labyrinth, like every other Sonic fan ever. Or, I don't like Metropolis, because it's actually kind of challenging sometimes. But I don't know if it's because I've played Sonic 1 and 2 my whole life. And also I've played Sonic 3 my whole life, and Sonic CD is it's the one I've played the least out of all of them, and yet I really want to say it's the best one of them, as far as those, classic 4 or 5, depending on how you look at Sonic 3. Isn't there a checkpoint farther up in the level? Isn't there, one, right over here? If I'm not misremembering. Yep, there's one, right here, so good thing I came this way. Nope. Ah, you bastard. But the reason why I prefer Sonic CD over 1 and 2 is, well, I'm actually not sure if I really prefer CD over 1 and 2. I really am not quite sure that fact to state it as a fact about me. I don't know. I kind of switch between which one of the 3 is the best. Sometimes I'll say Sonic 1 because like, if I go through Sonic 1 and have, like, a really good run, I'm like, bro, Sonic 1 is the best game. Everyone's opinions are wrong. And then other times I'll have, like, really bad ones, and I'm like, yeah, it's definitely CD or Sonic 2. And it just randomly switches. And me, personally, I don't think Sonic 2 is the best classic game. Nowhere near it. But at the same time, I can't say CD is. I can't say 2 is. But 3 definitely isn't. And 1, well, you know, don't count 1 out yet, you know. With each re-release of Sonic 1, or slight remaster, it improves it improves each game, little by little, and I don't know, I both prefer the Sonic Origins versions of Sonic 3, and at the same time, I much rather play it on Classic Collection or Mega Collection. Even though Origins is way easier to pick up and play because, you know, it's a remastered version of it. But, yeah, I don't know. As far as, you know, like me figuring out, okay, how would I rank the classic games? I feel like games like, fucking Sonic Spinball and 3D Blast do not deserve as much of the hate as they get. Like, being completely 100% honest, I love a good game of Sonic Spinball. I mean, dare I say, one of my top 3 classic Sonic games, just beating out Sonic 1. Because what can I say? I'm a sucker for good pinball. Or like, even then, not good pinball, just pinball in general. Like, bro, just stick me with a mediocre pinball game. I'll be happy in life. And, you know, I've never beaten Spinball, so, you know, use that against my argument if you will. But even then, I just feel like it's a slept-on game, and people just, you know, no one ever takes the time to actually sit down and enjoy it. You know, like, if you just hop into the game and have some fun. Now, if I was, like, playing it on, like, original hardware with no save ability whatsoever, I don't think I'd look at it as highly, but being able to sit down and, you know, like, use an emulator or just play it on, like, Sega Genesis Online. Shit. I think because of that, my opinion on Sonic Spinball is so high. And even when playing, like, a more, you know, like, playing it on Mega Collection, even then, Spinball's still really fun. It's just a kind of a challenging game, you know? Like, everyone complains about, oh, you know, make Sonic a more challenging game and all that, but a really fun and challenging game has been right there since 93? Yeah, Spinball came out, like, in 93, and then the Game Gear version, 94? Late 93, early 94-ish? So yeah, we've had, like, peak classic Sonic. Ah, shit. Oh well, rings are easy enough to grab. Okay, there we go. I just need to get up there again. Easy enough. But, and even then, you know, that's kind of, you know, and I haven't even really gave my opinions on 3D Blast, which I really hope, because, you know, I believe it was Korea that accidentally leaked Sonic Origins Plus via its rating system. And I gotta say, if Sonic Origins Plus is a real thing and it's actually happening, my wish list for it is fairly simple. It's pretty much what everyone else wants, but what I want is Knuckles Chaotix, because Jesus Christ, that game has never been released once. Every time it was going to be released, it got canned. 3D Blast, obviously, because it is peak classic Sonic. And then Spinball, because it is also peak, and everyone just is a beta male because they suck at pinball. Unlike me, of course. Even though I've never beaten the game, so what can I say? Shoot, okay, I messed it up. I could have sworn there was like a bomb pit down here. But I was wrong. And then, of course, alongside that, I want Mighty Ray and Amy playable across all games. And, of course, also add in Tails and Knuckles into games that they're excluded from. And personally, I also want them to add in, like, a bunch of the Game Gear games. Like, don't just port them over or don't give them, like, slight remasters. No. Take the 8-bit games and full-on give them the Genesis remake they deserve. Kind of like what the Sonic 1 and 2 Master System remakes have done, but, give it Genesis quality sound and visuals and controls. Basically, I want Sega to go back and make Genesis versions of the 8-bit games. Because they deserve way more than to just be stuck in a shitty old Game Gear or only get fan remakes. As far as, like, official Sega stuff, considering the 8-bit games, a lot of them, I mean, even if they kept, I'm just saying I would prefer if they were then, some of them at least were given the Genesis glow-up treatment. And even if none of them get that, just the fact that, like, Tails Adventure would feature an actual save system and just be improved in general in areas that the original game completely sucked at. Because I don't know, when it comes to Tails Adventure, I remember as a kid I got somewhat far in it at one point. But then, I just didn't care enough to actually put the time into the game to properly beat it, or at least get halfway through it. I think I made it, like, past 2 or 3 levels, and just got like, okay, what the fuck do I do now? I don't like this. But yeah, like, just Tails Adventure alone, getting ported over with a better save system and all that alone would fix the game. But as far as, like, realistically looking at what 8-bit games they would bring over, make 1 and 2 like a bonus version of Sonic 1 and 2 with the Genesis graphics and sound quality. Maybe, like, upgrade the levels a little bit, make their special stages where the Chaos Emeralds are, and just put extra lives and, the nooks where the Chaos Emeralds were originally. And, that alone would really help to fix the 8-bit games and all of their issues. Or at least Sonic 1 and 2. And with actual save features and being able to go back and play as Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Mighty or Ray, Because realistically, what Sega is going to do is they're just going to, like, drag and drop Mighty and Ray from... Shit, I need a few more rings. No, I don't need a few more rings. Like, realistically, they're just going to drag and drop Mighty and Ray. Wait a minute, Tails can fly me. Hey, Tails. No, Tails, you... Hey, buddy. Can you... Yes, you can. Alright, Tails, down here. Go, buddy. Yes! Tails, I love you. You do not deserve any hate. You are a good boy. What was I saying? Yeah, and then Chaos, Triple Trouble, and Sonic Blast. Also give those the Genesis remake quality, I mean, you don't have to do much. All you have to do is just... Because you're going to have to go and, because most likely Sega's going to remaster the games anyways, because they want to show, like, the best of Sonic with Sonic Origins. And so if you remaster the games, well, shit, and, like, polish them up some, then you will be showing the best of Sonic, because it'll show that, yes, while the originals may not be that good, the potential that they had just, finally being shown through would not only make people love those games, but then, that's an even better value to Sonic Origins. And even if we just... Now, if all we got was, like, character stuff, like, oh, now Amy, Mighty, and Ray are playable, that... I don't know, at most I'd probably pay like $10 for that. But character stuff, no. If it's just character stuff, just make that like, free DLC or... I remember I heard someone mention like an encore mode. It's like the mission mode type level edits. That would be cool for an encore mode. And, yeah, like, if it was just character stuff in Encore mode, yeah, I wouldn't pay but, like, $15-20 for that. But if it's free DLC, like we're getting with, like, Frontiers, okay, yeah, now that's a good deal. But the fact that they are labeling it as Sonic Origins Plus, I really hope it is just more than character stuff in an Encore mode. Because if that's all it is, I mean, come on, Sega, just make that a free update. Now, Origins Plus, now that is like, just bring in the other classic Sonic Genesis games. And I don't know, go ahead and also bring in the 8-bit games, Either, completely overhaul them to be better, or just remake them with the Genesis engine. Or, not the Genesis... Remake them as if they were just straight up Genesis games from day one. I think that would be cool and would give those underrated... Well, some of them underrated, a lot of them are overrated, especially in the case of Triple Trouble. I just feel like people give way too much love to that game. It has done literally nothing. Tails. Buddy. Oh, there you are, Tails. Anyways, Tails. Come down, Tails. I have a job for you. Tails, get down here, Tails. I know the ground is very uneven, even though it is, a hill zone. Just work with me, okay, buddy? Damn it, Tails. There you go. How would you even get up here? Oh, I take it there's like a spring somewhere that you would... Okay, this is an interesting glitch. Tails' tail noise is still going on. What the fuck is this? What was it? When I did Sonic Mania feature... Wasn't it Sonic Mania that featured a weird bug kind of like this too when I entered a Blue Spears? Was that like the jump noise just repeatedly played over and over again? I know it's the title of this video. Tails breaks Sonic Origins. For all I know, I could be missing an update for the game. For all I know. Which is honestly very likely. Because I don't really check for updates all that often. I'm more of a, if the game really needs to update, it'll update itself next time I touch the internet. I know I don't take very good care of my video games. What are you gonna do? Call fucking the ESRB on me? But there we go, only 2 emeralds left. Well, actually, by the end of this video, we're only going to do 1 emerald left. How long have we been going? 25 minutes. Alright, I'll get the last chaos. I'll get... It's still... Ah, mother... Fucker. It... Okay, there we go. About to say, don't tell me I'm just stuck listening to Tails' tail flapping for like the rest of the video. Or like the rest of the game. Alright. Alright, there we go. Alright, last special stage we'll do, then we'll beat Eggman, and then we'll move on, and then we'll do, next video we'll, actually get Supersonic and, and then, actually make our way towards beating Sonic 2. I don't think I've mentioned this at all, but my plans for, like, what all am I going to do for Sonic Origins. I plan to do just like I did for Mania. Do absolutely everything there is in the game, Each game I'm going to go through once as a different character. I've decided that. Whenever I do the Sonic CD stuff, I'm going to go through his Tales in the Japanese soundtrack and again get the good ending. Or not the Japanese soundtrack, the US soundtrack. Because when I did Sonic CD originally, I did both Bad Futures on, Sonic and Tails on 2 different soundtracks, and so then I'm going to do it again, but, now. This time just the good ending, exclusively. Shit. Raw. I can wait till I get to Sonic Heroes. I honestly kind of don't want to do Sonic Heroes just because from me playing Sonic Heroes, I don't like it that much. But at the same time, I kind of feel like I shouldn't give my opinions on the game until I've, sat down and played through the whole thing, and I feel like that'll be better for, an on-camera thing. Because the farthest I've gotten is, the last zone. Or not the last zone, but, the last little area with, it's like Eggman, Eggman's Fortress. Funny story of which, on Sonic Classic Collection, boom, right there is, they took a screenshot of, Sonic and Tails, fighting the Eggman bosses, the screenshot for Sonic 2. And it always looked like Tails had, a headset in. Even though it was, a flower was on him. Tails was, behind the flower. But it always looked like he had, headphones on. I was like, bro, this looks so cool. Why doesn't he wear headphones in the game? But, yeah, that does it for this video of Sonic Origins. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and comment down below, and I will see all of you in the next video.